the biggest the biggest things that I like about it, I love the new content, as in like the siege machine and those things, and we really needed new and not something copied from Royale and brought over into Clash of Clans. We've had that before. It was time for something really big and new and fresh. Okay. Yes, Wiz Tower is amazing skins. And King Dave said, I'm Town Hall 9. I need to know what tier is good to farm. Also need to know what is the priority to upgrade. Sorry, it's been a very long time. Didn't play Clash of Clans. Usually for priority, for like Town Hall 9 when first starting out, you know, you can only earn loot if you have the stuff to earn loot with. So decide what army you want to use, and those are the troops that you're going to upgrade. Is the troops that you need. So you're going to want to do your lab. You're going to want to do your clan castle, so you can hold that troop space for your CC. You're going to want to do your camps. And there you go, like Skin says, Crystal 3 to Master 1, best range for farming for a Town Hall 9. So, and then whenever you start working on your defenses and stuff like that, you're going to want to start on your splash stuff first. That's really important, is getting that splash and air defenses going, because you're going to hit both ways as a Town Hall 9. But yeah, basically what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to get your barracks done. You're going to want to get your spell factory done. You're going to want to get your CC done, and of course your camps, so you can hold more troops, and your laboratory done. And those are the first priorities. And then after you get all that done, then you're going to want to start working. Once your barracks are done, you're going to want to start, and your lab's done, you're going to want to get the troops that you're going to use. Like me, I use Lava Lunian as a Town Hall 9. And so those are the troops that I'm going to upgrade first in my lab. And then while you're upgrading those troops, you can start working on your defenses, splash first, air defense, those types of things. I hope that kind of information helps you out. That's how I approached it. And that's pretty much how I approach any base as a new Town Hall level. Pretty much the same way I'm approaching Town Hall 12, except they added the new stuff. So I went ahead and I got the new stuff down. We got 2 new spring traps. We got 2 new, like an air bomb, air mine. We got a new Tesla. I got all those down, and then I dropped a siege workshop. I got it down, and now I'm starting on the grind. I've got 2 barracks down. I've got my laboratory down. As soon as my laboratory is done and my barracks are done, I'm going to start on my camps, and from there, I will take 1 and get my CC done as well. So, and the whole time I'm over open, so I can upgrade my walls as my loot starts to fill up, because I'm earning loot so fast. I want to be able to go somewhere with that loot, so you leave 1 builder open. Does anybody else have any likes or dislikes about Town Hall 12, or any questions that you might have for somebody that's already playing Town Hall 12 and you haven't quite got there yet, but you're just about there, and things you might want to know before you get there? Good, King Dave. I'm glad I was able to. Oh, you're very welcome. Oh, you liked it too, Rock Ballin'? Yeah, and thanks to my buddy Skins over there with information on where to farm. Me, by nature, it's a guilty fault I have. I'm a pusher with my main account, so whenever I'm farming on my small accounts, I don't pay attention to the cup levels I'm at. And heck, my town hall night Titan says I'm farming it, and I'm like, oh, how did I get there? I'm not even paying attention, you know. So but there are better areas to get your loot. Some people argue different leagues are better for loot, and other people will argue that pushing higher is better because of the loot bonuses. So it's just never really, you know, if I finish my air defenses, which one should I upgrade next? Wiz Tower, Archer Tower, Tesla. I would go for your Wiz Towers. That's my personal opinion. I would go for your Wiz Towers. Wiz Towers do a lot of damage. You could also approach it like this. You could do one Wiz Tower, one Arch Tower, one Tesla. You know, and keep it going to where you don't have 3 Wizard Towers down at the same time. That wouldn't be good on your base. So the best thing you might want to think about doing, I like doing it a lot. One of each kind. I'll do one cannon, one Archer Tower, one Wizard Tower. I'll tell you, I haven't got to use the E-Dragon CR Master. I really haven't gotten to use the E-Drag a lot, but I have used a level 2 E-Drag in my CC. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a really bad chest cold. So, type Arena 1. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, almost messed that up. Okay, Jen, you got it. And then let's see. Yeah, that's exactly 2 skins. I wasn't thinking about the weight doing. If you're worried about weight for war, Wizard Towers will be one of the last things. Skins is always looking at the war side of stuff. So, oh, did I not leave a space in that? I'm such a dork.
I was just about to hit the restroom. Ooh. What do I want to do? Where is the Eagle Artillery? Does not have any? I can't wait any longer.
Nope. So, nope, this is the 3rd base I've seen with no Eagle Artillery.
Alright, well, I'll drop the siege. Remember to drop the golem first. For some reason, I only have 1 wall breaker. Man, I can't get this new comp right. Made right, no matter what I do. I either mess up the drop or the comp. That's alright. I'll drop the heals, poison over the loons. Princess will get on the loons. Heal in the middle. Heal on the left. Does the siege machine do death damage when it hits the town hall?
The death damage is releasing the troops.
Yeah, but like, does it do like area of effect? Like, if it makes it to the town hall without dying?
I don't think it has splash effect.
Oh, and skins, type exclamation point arena space 1. You earn 3 clown cash every 15 minutes you watch the stream, and these fun arena battles. If while I'm gone, if you want to read the Gatherbot arena things off, you'll see it when it comes. It's pretty fun. It's a good time. Yo, I'm loving your answers to King Dave and other people's questions. I know it's a weird thing for a streamer to say, like, I'm loving listening to my own stream,
Right.
I'll make it, but you know, I'm heating up some food and attempting to use the restroom and.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't treat your people any different than I would treat my own. They ask the questions, you know, I'm going to give them the same answer in my stream, you know.
I appreciate that, but not just that. Like you're good. Like you know, you just you know we're getting to know each other. We're talking about personal stuff. But like you're
Right.
close very well. I was
That was a good attack, by the way.
Thank you. So the Grand Arena will begin in 5 minutes. This will be a mass melee of unparalleled proportions. Many will enter and perish. One glorious gladiator will survive and emerge to be the victor and crowned champion of the arena. They shall have fame, they shall be legend, and they shall claim the fantastic wealth and prizes the arena has to offer. Type ! Arena space amount to outfit yourself and join. Sharpen your blades, contestants. The battle begins. 3, 2, 1, to the death. Beginning. Blake Cooper, welcome, welcome, welcome. In disgust and pity, the spectators toss a few clowns' cash onto the battered bodies of 4 newly vanquished gladiators. Crazy Hazy, Gendrago Gaming, Ash, and Squid turn their bloodlust on each other in the arena semifinals. Damn, you and Skins got knocked out right away. It's all random. Like, the more you put in, like, the more you can win, you know.
Right.
But it's just all random. I was hoping you and Skins would be at the end. But you guys died first.
That's all good. That's all good.
Can I have more ball and siege machines, please?
Sure.
I don't know what I'm going to do without your siege machines.
Oh, nobody else in the...
Not even close.
So this is the first time you're actually getting them.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is really cool. I'm glad I was able to let you get to experience those.
Yeah, I mean, well, I just turned 12 too, you know. You were my first, Master.
Right.
You were my first.
And you wanted a heal. Okay. Gotcha. All right. There you go.
Clash and Blake, welcome. Guys, you're in good hands. I want to shout out Master Echo. Yo, if you haven't followed him, here's his information. Give him some love.
Yeah, we're just the new guys, so Skins and I had a target on our back anyways. They were coming after us.
But you got 50 experience, 10 clowns cash. And I think you both put in 1, so. It was a worthwhile experience. Clash, I appreciate the loot. You gotta actually put in the loot through the link there, my dude. All right, I'm gonna turn you back into a panda.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'll put your account up. Just holler if you ever get out of the cloud. I know, like, you've been in clouds for like 4 hours. I know the minute I go to the restroom, it won't fail, bro.
Yeah, and I just came out of the troops, so I'm hoping that works.
After grappling in a final hand-to-hand combat for 477 minutes. Damn, that is a long time to be in combat. Gendrago Gaming manages to bash. Oh, I beat my best friend up. Bashes Squid's head in with a mace and snatches from the arena floor. Then he stands tall over a beaten and bloodied Squid. Gendrago won the Grand Arena, 2,000 experience and 500 experience with Squid. I guess it was me and Squid that were destined to fight to the death, not you and Skins. It's rare, but I hate winning it because I don't want people to think like.
Right.
I mean, you know, it takes a lot to earn real life prizes with the Clown's Cash, but it's possible. So I just feel like I don't want to win. I just put in 1, but I end up bashing Louis' head in. Oh well. Here, we'll start a cruel boss fight as well. All right, here's Master Echo's base. Actually, you know what? If you want to talk about maybe like defense design, I don't know if did you do a lot of the thought process on the defense design or just kind of
like base defense?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the thing up, the background picture up of your base, just so you know.
Okay, yeah, I just right when Town Hall 11.
You just what? You cut out. I'm sorry.
I designed that base whenever Town Hall 11. I've been using it ever since.
Oh, that's the same base you used for Town 11?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep. I just really all I had to do was add the Siege machine down here at the bottom.
Oh,
Or Siege Workshop, I'm sorry.
And Cruel, boss fight similar to the arena battle, exclamation point fight or exclamation point bow. You guys want to get in, you need at least 5 people to enter. And I'll be back, brother.
Alrighty.
And they can see your army camp composition too. So I'm just giving you some visuals to talk about. Thank you.
That's fine.
Sir. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Okay.
Again, guys, one more time. Here he is, Master Echo. Give him a hug.
Alrighty, guys. While he's taking a break, we can talk about that base that you see, which is mine, or we can talk about what you like or don't like about Town Hall 12. We can talk about any questions you might have about Town Hall 12, 11, 10, 9, whatever. Just whatever. Oh, hello, Bob. All you guys doing these bows and fights and all this crazy stuff. Trying to read all this stuff and catch up with y'all doing. And don't mind the y'alls. I keep saying y'all. I'm out here in Missouri, so we say y'all a lot. So anyways, about this base, guys. Basically, when Town Hall 11 dropped, we had the Eagle Artillery that was coming in. I think, what was it, Skins? They added another Expo, and we just had, a little bit more stuff, and they added a few more walls, and my idea for this space was basically like the same concept you would have for a Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 9. I didn't want to do a ring base, but I still wanted to accomplish the same thing about compartmentizing it, and also cutting the heroes off, or cutting off the troops being able just to walk all the way around it. No matter what, they were going to have to bust through some walls or jump over some walls, or it was going to have to go through obstacles to get to different compartments within the base to try to 3-star the base. So that's why I done what I done with this base. A part that I still struggle with right now is the front part of the base. Over here, where on the left side where the wizard tower is, I always get queen walked from that side, all the time, non-stop, get queen walked from that side. And I'm trying to figure out what I can put there and how to change the base up just a little bit, stop them from wanting to queen walk right there every time. And if they do queen walk, it puts the queen in jeopardy. It's a risk. So I've been studying the base for a while and trying to figure out how I can change it up, or just change some things around within the base to make that happen. So as this is only the first base. I've never been a really good base designer, but this base, back in September of 2017, got me 18 defensive wins and pushed me to the top 282 or 85 in the world with this base. So I was really successful finally with a base. I'm no expert in base building, by all means. But that was my idea of why I done what I done. They come in with air. They got a lot of problems whenever the air hits the core, especially if they're coming from the top left or the bottom left. It's a struggle. Let's see what we got. Ground, one thing the base does struggle with some is whenever they do like bowler witch combo or just straight up bowler. I defend really well against miners with this base. I've just had a lot of people struggle with miners on this base. I don't know. Any questions from you guys? You guys got any input? Any questions for me? Oh my goodness, pardon me. I'm sorry if I sound a little hoarse. You're gonna be a little bit, just getting over really bad chest cold. Crazy stuff. Oh, I just need to do that. One, need to do that. There we go. So you guys got me being a talking panda, and you don't want to talk back to the panda? Why don't you guys want to talk back to the panda? I'm trying to get my, trying to catch my breath here. My nose is, I'm gonna run and blow my nose, but I don't want to leave. Well, I don't know what to think of the E-Drive. I haven't got to use them, honestly. I just use them in my CC, and it's great when it gets to the town hall. Like 99% of the time, it's going to take out the town hall. That's the only thing I've got. But for your gather bot, your field tile resistance is no match for Cruel. All of the feeble fools who attempted to resist the Devourer have been killed and lost 50 clowns cash. Among those sensible enough to bow before Cruel has been chosen CR Master Blaster to be your ruler. Kneel and kiss their feet. CR Master Blaster has been awarded the Spoils of War for 200 clown cash, 5 crush tickets to oppress you all, 500 XP, and the following prizes. Okay, that's crazy. Oh, that was scary. Maybe jump. But the E-Dragons are really cool. I've been watching a lot of other people use them, and they seem really OP. I really like seeing them used with a handful of ranges. Other people are having success with them with using lightning spells. I guess that's maybe just depending on what base you're getting ready to hit, or maybe even a personal preference. I'm not sure yet, because I haven't had a chance to use them, but I really see a lot of promise with them being used with Rage, because as you know, they're a heavy tank, so they move really slow. So anytime you can speed up a slow tank, i.e., what do we use Giants for? Giants are a tank. What do Giants do whenever you put them under Rage? They make things happen. They take stuff out. That's the same way with your Electro Drags. They're doing the same thing. And you have to remember, whenever they spit the fire or the lightning out, it's a chain reaction. It can hit 2, 3, or 4 items in one chain reaction and take hit points off of those things each time it fires, where it might only take one fire or for it to do it twice, and it's knocked out four of your defenses or 4 structures. So that thing's pretty OP. If you can get a hold of them and use them now will be the time, because I can almost promise you Electro Drags are going to be nerfed. They're pretty OP. I'm really hoping they hold off for at least another 3.5 days. That way I can have the chance to use them myself. I would be really happy to be able to use them myself. So neither one of us are fighting bases anymore. We're just staring at white screen saying searching for opponents. So this is the part of Clash of Clans that people don't like. But I'll give you a pusher side of the perspective of the white search screen. Most of us pushers have several accounts. So on the side, we're playing on our side accounts. Some of us, and some of us don't, but me, whenever I get tired of playing my side accounts, I'll pick up my phone and I'll play Royale. I'll do that on the side. In fact, I need to open up my magical chest overnight. So yeah, but the clouds for us. Oh, nice, Skins. That's awesome. That is very awesome. Well, you was using that attack a lot, and I haven't had the chance. I was going to do it once I got my heroes. You know, he was talking me into trying that, and I was going to do that with my heroes once I got them to 50, and then I was 2 levels short on my king when the update dropped. But on a pusher's perspective, when you get as high as I have before 6,300, you're playing for the adrenaline of finding the next base, the cups, the leaderboard. Unlike war in the war community, or just, you know, playing in lower leagues, you have 30 seconds to look at that base, decide what you're going to do with that base, and you can't fail because your season depends on it. It's not about your clan at that point. It's all about you and where you're going to end up leaderboard at the end of the season, and it's a rush. And that's the difference between, say, the war community and the pushing community. And that's why there's always a fight between the two, which is better. I don't say either is better. It just fits. There's different styles of gameplay, and some people like this type, and some people like the other, and some people love both. I don't think anyone's better than the other. There's different ways to play the game. Some people decide not to push or war. They just like playing the game and casually hanging out, and that's perfectly fine too, you know? So the game has a lot to offer for just about everybody. You just have to decide where you fit and what you love. Yeah, I know, Skids. There's just so much going on. I need to start practicing my queen walk too. I mean, that's all I pretty much do anymore now on my town queen walk.
Guess who's back? Back again. So you said I cut off when I was switching over from the war and the the pushing community? What were you saying the differences were?
There's not. The only difference mainly is, some people like to war. Other people like to push. Other people like to just play the game and chill. And they don't care where they are on the leaderboards. They just want to get a little bit of loot the base. They don't care about the push or the war community.
It's true.
So there's several different ways you can play the game, and for me, I'm not so much into the war community. I've never really got into it, and I like warring with my friends just for fun, but nothing serious.
Oh, yo, I got a base.
I see that.
Oh, I'm missing a hero though. Oh well, I'm missing something every push. So, what's the difference?
Oh, you're missing your one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go off this corner, close to Eagle Artillery. Maybe not. Oh, I don't have a rage either. I guess I queued a little earlier than I thought my stuff being done. I'll just heal on the left and right. Save those bowlers. Siege Machine's plowing through those walls, man.
Yep.
I love it. I don't have a poison either. I'll heal over here. Siege Machine's not gonna make it with the Inferno Tower on it, but it's gonna drop a load of bowlers. Bowly. I'm not gonna heal the middle. The bomb's gonna make GG. Pop my princess. The last two over here on the bottom right.
Ooh.
Not the best, but down a hero and a spell. At least I got a start.
Right. Something you could do is think about maybe putting loons in the CC.
Yeah, loom me up. Loom me up, baby.
Okay. And that way you don't have ground troops on the ground. You got all those loons popping into the on top of the town hall, just dropping bombless.
Yeah, I didn't drop my I didn't boost my spell factor. That's why. I'm not used to the new base design. I'm used to having everything in the same spot for like a year.
Right, I hear you. I know exactly what you're talking about. Do you want to rage or do you want to heal?
Heal, please.
Okay. There
Do
you go.
you guys have a Clash Royale clan too, or?
No, the guys I play clans with don't play Clash Royale.
Would you like to join clans in Clash Royale?
My wife.
Super strong there. Like, a lot of great personalities. I'm not looking to take your
Yeah.
clan.
Yeah, my wife and I are a really good clan for Royale. And we used to run a couple of different Gallo clans.
Oh, nice.
We used to run a couple of his clans
Clowns
for
is
him.
really good in Clash Royale. Right now we're sitting at the 12. Right now in the part of the season we're around 42,000 cups, 12,050 clan trophies.
Okay.
Where are you?
Have you plus my
Where are you
execution.
at with your clan right now?
Oh, I have no idea. Let me go look.
But you have a relationship with the members there and stuff.
Yeah, one of them has been one of my stream supporters for a couple years. The leader of the clan has been a stream supporter, and I've only streamed Clash Royale 3 times.
Oh, I just wanted to, I didn't want you in there because you were streaming it, just because you get to know the community.
Oh, no. No, I was just saying, I've only streamed it 3 times, and he's been one of my biggest supporters. Let's see. What do I gotta go find this clan information? Well, it's open. I'm just never paid attention to that stuff.
Hit your name icon and then hit clan. So you have 4 alts on here. I have 4 alts on Clash Royale.
I've only got one Clash Royale account. Okay, clan score is 39551.
Nice. And how many trophies? Like war trophies.
The war trophy is 1472.
Nice.
I don't do the wars. No,
They're so much fun.
they're not for me.
Why?
I play with one deck and one deck only, and I don't care about the other cards, so I've never upgraded them.
Well, you know, the devs said in their video that part of the reason why they made War only 40 cards is because they wanted, you know, to break that a little bit for people. But you know what the fun part is about War, though? The team that you're fighting doesn't have that either. So there is no meta in War attacks because you know, you're missing cards with only 40 at the most, you know? So having no meta against no meta is really, really freeing, actually.
Let's see.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, for some people, I just don't care to play cards. I don't. I don't like them. I don't like Rocket. I don't like Poison. I don't like the Freeze. I don't like none of that stuff in the game. I think it's all cheating.
Well, if you don't have fun, you don't have fun with it. I'm a beatdown player in Clash Royale. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, you're really good, obviously.
No, when I say beatdown, I mean like tanks. I love tanks. Tanks are my thing. Not a minership guy.
I think one of the biggest things wrong with Clash Royale, and has been for a long time, is like the Giant is too strong.
Giant?
The Giant is too strong. When I have to drop a whole line of elixir, all 10 elixir, just to take out the Giant and not have enough to take out the stuff behind it, there is something wrong with the game.
Well, I mean, this is definitely a topic I can speak on. You're doing something wrong.
I'm not the only one that has the opinion.
Giant has been one of the least complained about cards in Clash Royale.
Yeah, well,
I think
I'm not the only one with the opinion, though.
I think, well, there's a lot of little things that you can do to kill tanks faster.
And there is, and there are probably cards I don't.
Well, like Skeleton Army, it's just one example, but you can put it into a lot of different aspects. So, say I'm going to play a Skeleton Army against a Giant push that's coming out my way, right? I'll try to spread it between the ranged troops in the back and this Giant. That way, it's not one place to zap or arrows or log.
Right.
And like just little things like that, you know, 3 or 4 Larrys left over makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and I do the same. I'll lay down a building or something like that, and then I'll attack the troops behind first. But then, you know, when they throw the fireball, whatever's working on the Giant's dead. And then the Giant just kills they range the Giant, and then my tower's down. So.
What's your deck that you use?
Oh, I can't. Here, let me pull my phone out again. And they'll laugh. But it's a deck I love, and that's how I love to play the game. So
I can see that you're very passionate about that. I'm not gonna push anymore. Yo, while you have your phone out, shoot me a friend request link.
Okay, let me see here.
If you are good with it, if you just want to text it to me through my number, because I want to talk to you sometime off.
And there's been different variations to this. I've taken the wizard out of it and added the executioner, but
Skin, that was an amazing replay, bro, of a Queen Walk.
He's a beast. What can I say?
That's crazy. And Skin, if you want to post your Twitter link or something, I'll make you an adcom too.
Ooh, I need to get my free gift. Ooh, and they gave me an executioner. Yes, I needed one. See, I'm passionate about some things in Royale. Well, executioners are so hard to get. They're almost impossible to get.
What you talking about, Willis?
Let's see.
Hey guys, here is our lovely co-host, the new Vanna White of Gendrago Gaming, Master Echo. Here's his information.
The new Vanna White. Let's see. How do I add you?
Go to friends list. I sent you my,
my
phone number in a whisper. You want to just do that way.
Oh,
go to friends, invite, copy link, and then just paste the link into the text. And don't worry, I do not disturb on, so it will not pop up on stream.
Share with smart things or anybody. What the hell is that?
You hit invite friends and just hit copy. That's all.
I'm not watching you on my phone.
What's your confusion?
Huh?
What's your confusion?
You're telling me to do something. I don't understand what you're trying to tell me to do.
Here, I'll show you. So I'm switching over to Clash Royale. I'll show you.